Akure, a small but respected fashion shop, stood as a legacy. Heritage culture, owned by the once renowned breath with a great spirit. Madam Tina passed it, and maybe more than just a memory. Her niece, Bimbo, inherited the shop, talented and ambitious. She returned from Lagos, dreaming of growing the family legacy. But the shop had its own plans for her. Madame Ty's presence lingered. A photo washed over Bimbo's every stitch. Some say out of love, others whispered out of unfinished business. It started with small things, a misplaced pin, a shifting mannequin, then the shadows move without light. Early morning in a residential area in Akure, Bimbo walks through narrow path with a sunscape. Chickens roams, neighbors greets her. She enters the tailor shop, unlocking it with a small silver key. Every morning, Bimbo arrived early before the market stirred. Before the sun could burn through the harmattan haze, she greeted the spirits in silence and opened her heart shop like a sacred shrine. That day, as she prepared to stitch her own first order, the machine rolled to life on its own. No foot pressed the pedal, no hand turned the wheel, just motion and presence. When she touched it was warm too, like her heart beats insisting. The words of the shell grew quiet. The hum turned into a soft sorrowful tone. For a moment, Bimbo saw a ghost from the past. A woman urged at the machine, sang with desperation, as if alive or dead depended on the last stitch. And just like that, it ended. The silence returned, but something inside the shop had awakened, and it now had its eyes on her. That night, she stayed back, determined to finish her work, but the silence felt heavy, like someone was breathing in the room with her. The mannequin had moved just a few inches, just enough to whisper, I see you. Close up on Bimbo's face as she suddenly hears a faint voice call, Bimbo. She turns sharply, the room is empty. Her breath becomes shaky. Then she edits a voice soft, feminine, familiar, not from outside, not from memory, from air, from inside the shell. The radio had started itself and the song it played was one of aunts used to when swing long before she died, and the voice, it was ours. They tried, wound tightly around her wrist, like a warning or a claim, as if you are tied to this now. Bimbo burst out of the shop and into the empty Akira night. Street lights flickered, her chest raises and falls. She doesn't look back. That night she ran from the shop, from the spirit, from the truth, from some, but some doors once opened, then closed easily. A busy open abracadabra in her career. Bimbo sits with her two friends, Titi and Bola, over plates of rice and stew. They dressed casually, faces consigned as Bimbo explains what happened. The next day, she told her friends Titi and Bola over food and Fanta. Their laughter died quickly as Bimbo described the mannequin, the voice, the blood-red throat. Titi leans in, eyes wide. She lowers her voice. Bola clutches her chest. as both girls look around cautiously. Titi's voice dropped low. Their spirits that cling to clothes she hugs, especially in places where pain sucked into fabric. The sharp eyes retreat. She pretends flashback. Madam Tai walking late into the night, sewing obsessively. Eyes sinking, her hands bleeding, a kind burn love beside her. It told her about Madame Tai's final day, how she walked night after night, speaking to herself, saying the dress, no one ever saw, how she died holding a needle in her hand. The three women sit silently for a moment. Bella breaks the silence, saying something that makes Bob's face go pale. Bella leaned in. Some say she finished a final gown, not meant for the living. And whoever finds that thread is next. Bimbo looks down at her wrists beneath her sleeve. A faint red line remains where the thread had wrapped. She quickly hides it again. Bimbo said nothing, but beneath her sleeve, the red mark from the thread still burned like fire. Every rainfall burns the rooftops, and anchor flash of lightning illuminates the front of the telescope. Thunder roars as Bimbo stands outside, umbrella in one hand, the key shaking in the other. She had stayed away for days, but something kept pulling her back. The night and the pouring rain, Bimbo returned to the face what had begun. Ready, the stitch. She stares into the dark shop, everything covered in white clothes, mannequins, chairs, mirrors, and the lights. The place feels abandoned and scared atoms. The shell was not as she left it. Everything wrapped in like bodies at rest, like someone had tried to cover the truth. One white covered mannequin turned slightly. Its fabric slipping, a pale female face is revealed beneath. The eyes are glass but seem to follow her, and then it stands slowly, deliberately, and though to greater or wonder away. In the dark corner of the shop, a spotlight flickers on a mannequin stands there, elegant, wearing a stunning black lace gown, ghostly ancient. Truth still dangles from the hem. Hours when she sighed, the gown no one ever spoke of, the final dress, moving in grief, staged in silence, means for someone a long breath in. Closer up the gown's hem as the red stain begins to spread through the black lace like blood soaking upward. Bimbo stares in shock. Blood, fresh and day, from thread to fabric to flow. The gown was bleeding, and its cold night with every drip. Fingers like gave way. She falls to the ground, eyes rolling back, body shaking slightly. In the background, the gown waves gently through the wind blows. And then she fell, not from fear, but from the weight of spirit, now so close, too real, too loud to ignore. Bimbo floats in the dark, mythic dream world, echoes of same Martians, whispering voices and distant crying. She walks barefoot on cracks tied floor beneath endless threads hanging from hours. She didn't wake up in the world. She awoke inside the memories stitched from sorrow. A world built by the hands of the forgotten. In the heart of Akure, a small but respected fashion shop stood as a legacy. Heretic culture, owned by the once renowned breath with a great spirit. Madame Diana passed it, and maybe more than just a memory. Her niece, Bimbo, inherited the shop, talented and ambitious. She returned from Lagos, dreaming of growing the family legacy. But the shop had its own plans for her. Madame Tyre's presence lingered. A photo washed over Bimbo's every stitch. Some say out of love, others whispered out of unfinished business. It started with small things, a misplaced pin, a shifting mannequin, then the shadows that move without light. Early morning in the residential area in Akure, Bimbo walks through narrow depth path with her son's kid. Chickens roams, neighbors greet her. She enters the tailor shop, unlocking it with a small silver key. Every morning, Bimbo arrived early before the market stirred, before the sun could burn through the harmattan haze. She greeted the spirits in silence and opened her aunt's shop like a circus shrine. That day, as she prepared to stitch her own first order, the machine roared to life on its own. No foot pressed the pedal, no hand turned the wheel, just motion and presence. When she touched it, it was warm too, like her heartbeats inside still. The words of the shop grew quiet. The room turned into a sharp and sorrowful time. For a moment, Bimbo saw her, a ghost from the past, a woman urged at the machine, sung with desperation, as if alive or dead, depending on the last stitch. And just like that, it ended. The silence returned, but something inside the shop had awakened, and it now had its eyes on her. That night, she stayed back, determined to finish her work, but the silence felt heavy, like someone was breathing in the room with her. The mannequin had moved just a few inches, just enough to whisper, I see you. Close up on Bimbo's face as she suddenly hears a faint voice call, Bimbo. She turns sharply, the room is empty. Her breath becomes shaky. Then she added, a voice soft, feminine, familiar, not from outside, not from memory, from air, from inside the shop. The radio had turned itself and the song it played was one of Her aunt used to when sewing long before she died, and the voice, it was hers. They tried, wound tightly around her wrist, like a warning or a clay, as if you are tied to this now. Bimbo burst out of the shop and into the empty Akira night. Street lights flicker, her chest raises and falls. She doesn't look back. That night, she ran from the shop, from the spirit, from the truth, from some, but some doors weren't opened, then closed easily. A busy open air broker in her period, Bimbo sits with her two friends, Titi and Bola, over plates of rice and stew. They dressed casually, faces consigned as Bimbo explains what happened. The night lie she told her friends Titi and Bola over food and Fanta. Their laughter died quickly as Bimbo described the mannequin, the voice, the blood red throat. Titi leans in, eyes wide. She lowers her voice. Bola clutches her chest as both girls look around courteously. Titi's voice dropped low. Their spirits that cling to clothes, she asked, especially in places where pain sucked into fabric. The sharp eyes betray. Separate and flashback. Madam Tai walking late into the night, sawing obsessively. Eyes sinking, her hands bleeding, a kind bun low beside her. He told her about Madame Tai's final day, how she walked night after night, speaking to herself, saying the dress, no one ever saw, how she died holding a needle in her hand. The three women sit silently for a moment. Bella breaks the silence, saying something that makes Mba's face go pale. Bella leaned in. Some say she finished a final gown not meant for the living, and whoever finds that thread is next. Bimbo looks down at her wrist beneath her sleeve. A faint red line remains where the thread had wrapped. She quickly hides it again. Bimbo said nothing, but beneath her sleeve, the red mark from the thread still burned like fire. Heavy rainfall pounds the rooftops and accurate flash of lightning illuminates the front of the tailor shop. Thunder roars as Bimbo stands outside, umbrella in one hand, the key shaking in the other. She had stayed away for days, but something kept pulling her back. The night and the pouring rain, Bimbo returned to the face what had begun. Ready, a stitch. She slips into the dark shop, everything covered in white clothes, mannequins, chairs, mirrors, and the likes. The place feels abandoned and scared at once. The shop was not as she left it. Everything wrapped hidden like bodies at rest, like someone had tried to cover the truth. One white covered mannequin turned slightly, its fabric slipping. A pale female face is revealed beneath. The eyes are glass but seem to follow her, and then it turns slowly, deliberately, as though to greet her or warn her away. In the dark corner of the shop, a spotlight flickers and a mannequin stands there, elegant, wearing a stunning black lace gown, ghostly Asian. Thread still dangles from the hem. Hours when she saw it, the gown no one ever spoke of, the final dress, moving in grief, staged in silence, means for someone a long breathing. Closer up the gown's hem as a red stain begins to spread through the black lace like blood soaking upward. Bimbo stares in shock. Blood, fresh and deep, from thread to fabric to flow. The gown was bleeding, and its cold name with every drip. Bimbo's leg gave way. She fell to the ground, eyes rolling back, body shaking slightly. In the background, the gown waves gently through the wind blows, and then she fell, not from fear, but from the weight of spirit, now too close, too real, too loud to ignore. Bimbo floats in the dark with the dream world, echoes of cinema tunes, whispering voices and distant cry. She walks barefoot on cracked tiled floor beneath endless threads hanging from above. She didn't wake up in the world. She awoke inside the memory stitched from sorrow, a wild, glued, by the hands of the forgotten.